What is going on today, guys? We are back for another episode in Fear the Night. So what we're going to do right away here is we're going to take a look at making gunpowder. We already got the stone. I went ahead and harvested some. I got the rest in a crate over there. I salvaged down a little bit of stuff for some recycled metal. We don't have a whole lot, but it should be enough to get us by. So what we got to do is we got to go get our chemicals, and we need to go get our charcoal from way back yonder. So we're just going to take ourselves a little jump here, and it does consume quite a bit of your food and water. As you'll notice, our food and water bar is pretty much all the way gone, so go ahead and eat that, and we're going to take ourselves, what, 4 more of them, and good to go. Alright, so we need a stack of chemicals for now, and I'm actually going to remember to grab my mining helmet before I leave it behind again. And let's see, what else do we got here? I don't think we really need anything else. I think we're going to take our bottles because we're going to need some more water here pretty darn soon. We're also going to need our fur up there as well, so go ahead and grab that up. Oops, access that please. And we're going to take our charcoal and the rest of our water out of there. Head on back in, and we're going to jump all the way back up here by our scout. So quick travel. And there we go. So, not too bad. It's kind of nice being able to fast travel like that. It consumes a lot of food and water, though. If that's good, that should do us. Yep, good enough. Alright, so, in order to make gunpowder, like I said, we need just to take a little bit of stone, a little bit of charcoal, and a little bit of chemicals. So it's not too terribly expensive per se, but you also got to make sure that you just get the resources is basically what it amounts to. So it's not too bad at all. We might have to get ourselves a little bit more recycled metal, but that should be just fine for making the bullets, because I'll show you down here, we're going to be making rifle ammo, and we're going to also be making some shotgun ammo. So as you can see, it does take up a fair bit of resources, more so the metal than it does the gunpowder, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. We're just going to go ahead and craft some up. It does take a little bit of time though, so that is the only unfortunate part. But anyway, I'll be back to you guys when we get to about 50 gunpowder, and we're just going to call that good enough for the moment. Alright, so we're just getting to 50 right there. So what we're going to do, this is actually just a spur of the moment thought here. We're actually going to go ahead and make ourselves some shotgun ammo. And then I'm going to take you guys to the enforcers, because we'll be able to get plenty of rifle ammo off them. So we're going to make up, I don't know, 50 rounds. You get 5 per craft. So we technically only need to craft 10 in order to get actually, you know what, let's go for 100 just to be on the safe side, because it's never a bad thing to have extra ammo. Actually, let's go 75. That's good enough. That's more than plenty. So we leveled up again. We're level 24 now. This white bar here is your survivor daily XP. So basically, if you survive the day, you get a portion of the XP you've gained throughout that said day. So for ours is right now, what is that, 55,000 and change. So that's actually quite a decent amount of XP. So that's not bad at all. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start focusing on going into just ranged. Now that we've unlocked guns, there's really not a whole lot of need to go into melee. The melee weapons do enough damage by themselves, so it's really not too much of an issue anymore there. But we're also going to take another point into weight, because coming up pretty soon we are going to be we're going to be needing a lot of that extra that extra weight. It's going to come in very handy coming up. So yeah, we're gonna make sure we do that. We're also gonna do a little bit of a sort out here quick while we're right here. So we're gonna basically be just leaving stuff behind in here that should stay in this shelter. gear and crafting components, and then we're going to take like our med stuff, food, that sort of thing over to the other shelter, just so we can kind of keep a little bit of a sort on stuff. Not necessarily too big of a deal, but I just want to keep it a little bit situated, so you know, it's just easier that way. I'm also going to get rid of these arrows. I'm not carrying around a couple basic arrows anymore, so those can just go away. I think our scout is good to go, so we're going to head over to our other shelter now. Actually, let's just do this with him. There we go. It's easier to send him out the door and then get him to follow you afterwards. So our shelter that we are going to take is over in the area 3, area 4 area. It's over in that neighborhood. I can't remember exactly what area it is, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, it's going to be right by the junkyard, so we're going to have some easy access to the enforcers and all sorts of goodies like that. So it is currently almost 1600 hours. We probably should not do this right now, but oh well, we're gonna do it. I've ended up walking home in the dark. I can't remember from what area it was. I think it was actually the same thing anyway. So what we might end up doing is we might just go over there and we might just decide we should probably wait, and then we'll just do it right away in the morning. But this way we can go over there and take a look at the shelter we want to occupy as well. So anyway, guys, I will meet you when we get over to the next area border, and I will be back to you guys then, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're right at the next area border. Now, I believe it goes area 3 is what we're going to cross into, and then area 4 is basically right across the road from that as well. So, I might be wrong about it. It's been quite a while, but I believe it's area 3 is right here, and then area 4 is the other side of the road there. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost 100% sure of that. So, we're about to find out, though. Yep, and I'm actually right. So, right here is the lair. This is another good spot to get metal from, and then up here is the POI, which is the it's the Costco store. It's the food store on here. It's a great spot. Once you get that, you have access to just an unbelievable amount of food. I mean, it's enough food every time it respawns to basically feed the whole freaking server. If you could have a full server of players, it could feed everybody. So anyway, just still looking for antibiotics and bottles of water. Now this is normally a place I come to in order to get like mechanical makeshift and mechanical parts. Yeah, but I've actually found a better spot for that, which is actually pretty much where we're going anyway. It's right across the road from where we're going. We're also going to go up here and... Oops. I got to kill this guy first. My bow is kaput. Oh, that didn't kill him. There, it did. Nope. Alright, so now we got to repair this. I actually just realized that it was basically gone. So... I also had to turn around and go back home. I forgot something that was rather important to this trip. So we ended up taking a couple extra minutes for that, but I wanted to take you guys through the scenic route of up here. I could cut out most of the journeys. Pretty much anytime we're going to travel to like a pretty distant place, or pretty much anywhere now, I'll start cutting it out and I'll show you basically the route on the map. A lot of times there isn't really anything too significant to see. I mean, yeah, there might be a couple like nice houses or something like that you might see along the way, but for the most part, it's all pretty much, you know, stuff that we've all seen before and don't need to see. So, don't know why I just went around my scout like that. I have no idea. But anyway, the route we took over is actually a pretty simple one. Basically, just go from our base and follow the main road, and it comes right over here. Now what we're going to do is we should actually just cross over into Area 4 here and unlock that chunk of the map. Actually, I think... No, never mind. Trying to check something out, but let's actually cross over into Area 4 now so we can... There we go. Unlock that chunk of the map. Now I can actually show you where we're going from here. So what we're doing is we're going to head right over to here. This is the Junkyard POI. It's a really great spot, to be perfectly honest. It houses the enforcers, and it's actually the one spot where you get the automatic salvaging bench, which is called the grinder. So it's, in my opinion, it's one of the better POIs to take over because of the fact that you got that automated salvaging. So, although again, by the time you get to that, there's really no need to salvage down all that stuff anymore, which I'll show you guys. For those of you who have watched my videos, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about with getting the recycled materials. But for those of you who have not, the junkyard is a great spot to actually get the materials from. So you'll also notice, I don't know why it's not updating, but it's got one layer, and it's technically, the POI is kind of considered Area 4, but it's somewhat considered to be Area 6 as well. I don't know, it's kind of an odd thing that way because it's right on the corner of the map. Technically it's an Area 4 POI, but you know, it's definitely, if you go across the road, you're right in Area 6, so you do end up getting, you do end up seeing some pretty nasty zombies there, if I do say so myself. And again, right across the road, well, I shouldn't say it's right across the road, I should say kitty corner from it is one of the better spots in the game to farm XP. Although, I do gotta say, my favorite spot has gotta be layers. Later level layers are, there's like no comparison. They're just so good. There really is no comparing it. When you can go into a layer, toss a single grenade down in a pack of zombies, and you know, get 20k to, what was that one we got that one day, like 50k or something like that. It was some ridiculous number, but it was absolutely awesome. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to walk up around here. We're going to head right over by the Costco here and approach the junkyard from that road over there. You guys are wondering, it's where I like to farm them from. There's a spot that's actually, you might as well consider it tailor-made just for farming enforcers. So I mean, it pretty much is. It's one of the, it's by far the easiest spot in the game to farm enforcers from, by far. So we're also going to check the police cars as we go, because as I had mentioned before, you never know what you're going to find in them. Don't think we really searched them while we were up and about in Area 7. And also, by the way, I didn't end up doing any more of a loot run up there after we got done with the video. I just ended up coming straight back to the base. We were pretty full, and the little bit of extra that I could have got, you know, I just, you know, I thought we were pretty good. We had one hell of a loot run anyway, so it's not like I really should have been greedy and asked for any more. So I didn't. I just, you know, I called it good enough and just come right on back from there. I didn't salvage down any of them things yet. I just kind of stuck them aside in a box, and I wanted to get right onto this video for a couple different reasons. The first was, you know, whether we took the shelter or went to farm the enforcers, I wanted to get on to ammo crafting and get over here and start on it right away. Because whether we were going for the shelter or whether we were coming over to farm the enforcers, it's a lot of fun. And either way was going to help us, you know, in the long run for significant reasons. Getting the shelter is going to be probably the next video. Overnight, I'm going to try to make it back to the school in time to hack a scout. I'm going to try. So anyway, while we're right here, I'll actually show you. This is actually the place we're going to be taking over. Is right here. It's a big two-story house, and it's in a fantastic location on the map, if I do say so myself. I'll show why in just a minute. Let me loot these guys quick. All right. So the reason for that is the junkyard's right there. Costco is basically right down the road there. There's a couple layers that have metal right there. It's it's a little ways away from this layer, but once we get enough scouts, we're just gonna end up parking a scout at a shelter close enough by there. It's also not too far away from the area 6 and 7 that spots that we need. The one POI and the one is a layer, so it's a pretty centralized location for some of the best stuff in the game, to be honest. There might be a better spot yet, but this one is just, it's great two-story house. You can place pretty much everything your heart desires in it. And you guys will see exactly what I mean when we take it over, but I figured we'd go farm the enforcers first, because that way we will get the rifle ammo from them. I'll also get to show you farming them, because it's not a hard process, but you do have to be careful with it. So go ahead and take these guys out here. This is a great POI to take too. It's not necessarily that hard to take it, but once you take it, you still have to clear out the inside. The inside is jam-packed full of the big nasties in there. So and all around the outside, before you even take it over, you have to deal with all the poison or gas zombies, whichever you prefer to call them. I just call them, basically whatever I end up feeling like at the moment. Poison, gas, it's all relative. So anyways, great POI, great spot to get batteries and gas if you need it as well, just because of the amount of cars that are there. But anyway, we're almost to the junkyard now. Junkyard's just right up the road, so we've got to be careful when you approach it. You don't want to be caught by one of the enforcers, that's for sure. So I would highly recommend, once you get up to this capturable place right here, that you do not use a gun or a grenade from here up, just because you don't want to draw their attention. And again, you could end up taking this place if you wanted. It's a great two-story as well. It's a little bit closer. So either one would work. But for me, I don't know. I guess I would prefer having just a little bit extra distance from the enforcers, just to be on the safe side, because they will go chasing after the zombies for a decent distance. So anyway, as you can see, we just actually crossed to area 6 here. Like I said, right across the road from there is, well, okay, here it actually shows it. So you see area 4 actually technically does not have a POI, technically. It is right on the edge of it, but it's technically considered part of area 6's is what I was getting at. You'll see this is the layer, and then there's the 3 POIs here. So it's technically considered an area 6 POI, but it's right on the corner. So, I don't know. You could basically call it either way. I don't think it really makes much of a damn difference, to be honest. But, either way, it's the junkyard, and that's good enough by me. So, I don't know. I'm just going to call it the junkyard. You can call it, like I said, you can call it area 4, you can call it area 6, you can call it whatever you want, I guess, for the most part. But anyway, we're going to park our scout right there, because that's a pretty safe position here. The enforcers probably will not come back here, or rather they won't come far enough back to mess with him. So we're going to shut him down. The reason for this is I don't want him to, for some reason, flipping to attack your target and coming over to try to help. That would be very bad. But anyway, these pallets here you can actually search. So I wanted to show you guys this. You got gears, you got springs, you got makeshift parts, you got mechanical parts, and you got power tools. So this is one of the best spots to come to get any of this sort of stuff. There's tons of it, as you guys can see here. So more mechanical, more makeshift. There's canned meat sometimes. It's not always all in there. You'll notice there is like some slight differences to this stuff, and it is very heavy, as you guys can see. 2 pounds per for these and 1.5 pounds per for those. So it doesn't take long to fill up. This is another reason why I wanted more scouts, is because stuff later on weighs an absolute ton. So just gonna drop them off inside him for now, and he's still got a little bit of room left in him, which is good because we will need it. Hear the enforcer shooting. Go kill him off. There's one more. Where is he at? Playing peekaboo around the panel van, I see. There we go. Alright. Apologize for a little bit of noise in the background. I got a bit of a stuffy nose. Heat and humidity tend to make my nose stuffed up, so I apologize for that if you guys end up hearing that. You will notice you can pick up these here. These are 1 chemical. Now, is it worth your time to pick up 1 chemical? Probably not. But you'll also see there's safes here. Safes, as you guys know, contain a random firearm from a list and a little bit of ammo for them. So I don't think you can get a melee weapon out of them. At least I don't think I have ever found one. But I would assume if you would, you'd find something like maybe a katana. Would be my guess. That would be my guess. I don't think you get lucky enough to find a claymore, but M9, we'll take it. It's another handgun. It'll serve its purpose for here. We'll actually be using it here to just to aggro the enforcers over to us. So, all right, let's go ahead and we're going to put that in the bow slot. And we're just basically going to pop them once with this and get them to draw over. Then we're going to switch to our shotgun, and we're going to use this doorway here to protect ourselves while we're shooting them. So as you can see, they're right across the road there. Pistol's not very accurate, especially at range, and you got to be careful. There we go. Once you hit them, they will come. Don't think because you can't see them coming that they are not coming. They are coming. No matter what, they will get there. So just be patient. That is... Come on. There we go. One of the biggest things to make sure you do when you are farming these guys is be patient. Never get impatient when farming them. Never. So anyway, as you can see, you get rifle ammo, you get shrapnel for making grenades, and you get a chance to get activation codes or the motor for them. So this is going to be your way to get the code to hack one. It's not a guaranteed drop. You could farm 100 of them and never get one. Or as you could see, you could kill your first one and get an activation code. So, and they'll have like varying amounts of rifle ammo on them as well. So you could find several stacks, or you could find, you know, as you guys saw, barely over half a stack. But I want to make this point very clear. I know I've already stated it, but when you are farming them, be very patient. You could shoot one and he could get stuck on something and he could still be coming. He could be taking the long way around. The moment you let your guard down and think that they are not coming, they are coming. So pistol's not going to do the trick here. It doesn't have the range, I don't think, for... Yeah. Doesn't have the range. Alright. Guess we got to use the bow. The bow is what I normally use anyway. It has the range, and we hit him. So once you see XP after you shoot at one, you know, make sure you're in you're in your spot and you're ready for them to come. Because like I said, doesn't matter. They are coming. If you shoot them, they don't stop until you kill them or they kill you. And that is a guarantee. So he's hung up on the tree out there, as you can see. But eventually they work their way off and... should be one more shot. There we go. Normally takes about 5 with the hunting shotgun. So make sure nothing else is around before we search. And there's the motor we actually need to hack one as well. So it's absolutely fantastic. That didn't take very long at all. Now the other 3 are a little bit more tricky to aggro. You got to be careful when you're doing this. There is different ways you can go about doing this. What I like to do is I actually like to use grenades for it, personally, because if you don't hit one, you can at least get their attention a bit. So anyway, let's go ahead and knock this zombie out of here quick. I don't know if I'm going to get back in time to get the scouts or not. Not a big deal if I don't, but there's the next one right there, so drop one on him. Oh, he moved, damn it. They have their own patrol patterns. They will deviate from them if they... if there's a zombie moving around or if there's something else they're chasing, like you, for instance, or your scout. So do take note of that. Drop that on him. That's going to hit. That is beautiful. So if he takes the right path, he will almost meet us out here, coming from that way, and he did not. So we got a little bit of time, but as I said, if you hit them, they will come. So just be ready. You'll see him. He'll be coming from right over here. But again, patience is a must with these. If you're not careful, it'll bite you in the ass. I've almost been killed by one before, so... see, here he comes. It took him a while, but he took the long way around through there, so... get ourselves back in here before he shoots our ass for playing around. Respect the enforcers. One more shot and he is dead. There we go. So it's a nice easy way to kill them like that. Man, they are not dropping ammo. I am pretty displeased by that. There we go. So now the other ones are, again, a lot more tricky. There's one in the bottom, basically right down in there, and the other one's back in the corner right over there. A lot more tricky to aggro them from the outside without the use of a grenade. So what I like to do, and I know some people aren't going to like this, a lot of people are going to think this is good, but you can actually lean your way in here and search these. Grab yourself like a grenade or grab the ammo out of them. You know, I guess it's part of the game, so you might as well. There's sawed-off shotgun, there's a grenade, and as you can see, there's tons of all 3 types of ammo. So you can do this with several different spots in here. You can just bend your way on in here and see what's what. Again, another one to search. There's also these pinion maces, which I want to show you. If I can pick it up, there we go. The pinion mace is a non-repairable 160 damage melee weapon. As you can see, it's twice the damage as ours. It's an absolutely great weapon. Comes in very handy. So again, if you want to, you can come up to here like this. Make sure you take out the 3 enforcers that I did. Those are going to be the only 3 that can aggro onto you from here at the moment. But as you can see, sawed-off shotgun, grenades, tons more ammo. So if this is, you know, if you guys want to go ahead and use that method, by all means, you know, it works great. So I'm not going to say anything about that. But in order to do what we're actually here for, we need to kill off all 5. So what do? We lob grenades. I didn't make any grenades before I come over here, so let's go ahead and see if we can get a lucky throw. Nope. Didn't hit him. Try again. You see XP, run. They don't even look like the damn grenades are blowing up. Let me actually check and see if they are here. Ooh, wild bounce. That one almost got a hold of us a little bit. Now, oh, here he comes. We didn't actually hit him though, so he's not technically aggroed onto us, but I want to draw him out so we can get a shot on him. He gonna come the rest of the way up? Did he already go back? He already went back. That damn thing. Oh, here he comes. Go away, zombie. Almost like he's hung up on something over there. Whoops. Oh, that's a bad idea. Oh, he's shooting at the zombie now. Okay, we've hit him, so he will come for us now. Gotta be a little careful with these guys. When the night zombies come out, they do tend to aggro onto them. We're having a trouble getting him to aggro onto us. Ooh, he almost got a piece of us there. Again, gotta be cautious. Oh, we actually got him. Damn. Sweet. Night zombies are starting to come out, so this is going to be a bit more complicated now. Whoops. Let's actually get out the melee weapon, not put away our weapon. Oh, come on. There we go. We could actually be using the pinion mace now, but... Oh, there we go. Nice triple. Alright, let me get the other one, please. There's all that rifle ammo. Beautiful. Another activation code. That's absolutely fantastic. We're going to swap over to the pinion mace here now, just so I can show you guys that a little bit. Now, the last one is, again, a bit more tricky. Sometimes it does work best to use the rifle to hit them. So we're going to have our rifle out and loaded just in case we need to make a quick shot on him. But again, it can be a little bit tricky to get to them. Obviously, there's better ways to do it than this. Especially time of day is a big thing as well. So just gonna chuck this one down in here. He should come over to that. He should aggro onto it and come up to the noise. If I remember right, he should be within range to hear that. No? A little further maybe? Nice air burst one there. I don't see him moving around even down there. He might be stuck on something. They get stuck on freaking everything. So I don't see him. Doesn't mean he's not there either. There's 5 of them. So if you don't see one, doesn't mean he's not there. It just means that he's not where you can get a bead on him. Where is this one at? There he is. Only problem with the third-person view is it sucks with the guns. It absolutely sucks. So, need to kill this last one so we can... Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, he's right there. He's actually stuck on the generator. Ah, I see. He can't shoot us from there, so you're safe to stand here and drop bombs on him. Now, you can also go ahead and lob your last grenade right over in there like so, and that should give him a nice smack. Yep, that got him. But it didn't kill him, though. Gonna end up having to kill him with the rifle. He's hung up in there pretty bad, so. Good thing we got a lot of rifle ammo. As you can see, the shotgun is way better for this. Again. There we go. He's finally dead. And the night zombies are going to be coming out soon, so we're going to make this as quick as possible. Going to loot this guy up, but that's it. That's all of them. Guarantee it. So anyway, there's like little crates full of like little bits of ammo here. There's some gas and stuff, but what we're after is these. This is what you need the shovel for, and you can go ahead and search these. This is going to be your best friend for getting recycled metal and recycled plastic. So we're going to be good on ammo for a while, but as you can see, recycled metal, recycled plastic, makeshift mechanical parts, shrapnel, there's tons of stuff in these. And this is, again, another reason why I wanted more scouts, was because once we get access to here, you know, you can come here and just absolutely load up on stuff. So now we need to get our scout, though. We need to grab our scout and basically drop a bunch of stuff off in him. Can actually start him up. The enforcers won't spawn back for a while now, so we're pretty safe there. But we do need to make sure that we take a bit of the stuff, because we're going to need plenty of it. I love this gun. This is one of my favorites. But anyway, let's go ahead and can add some more weight and health to him. And we're going to start him up. Might as well. We're going to transfer that over into him, and we're going to drop off just a ton of this ammo, because obviously we just got so much of it right now. We don't need to carry it all on ourselves. He's got plenty of space on him. We can go ahead and give him like half of that and like all of that. What's that bring him up to now? Come on. Okay. So 600 flat. All right. I'm just going to drop this pistol. I don't need it right now. Gonna give him the shrapnel, gonna give him the 3 full stacks of that, and we're gonna keep the rest on us. So I think that should be good. And he's basically gonna be at capacity, so now we'll just have him follow us, and we're gonna go fill ourselves up and then get on out of here. So go ahead and just put this up here, a little extra room. Make sure we take some weight, because we're doing this. We're gonna be pack muling ourselves for a little bit. That one actually died pretty quick. Whoops, wrong button. Didn't want the bandage. That's alright. Not a big deal. So we're just going to have him sit right here for now. Got to click on access, please. Thank you. Sometimes it's a little funny with the buttons, but yeah, we got to hurry up. It's almost dark. Walking home at night is not as fun as it sounds with all the zombies. So definitely want to make sure that we get on out of here as soon as possible. On the way back, I will show you what the resource requirements are to take over one of them big shelters as well. Being it's just right there, I actually forgot to show you guys that, so my apologies on that. They're a bit expensive now, just so you guys are aware. Another thing to note with them crates that are inside there, you can find other weapons than just the sawed-off shotgun in there. So again, if you guys want to lean on in and go ahead and get that stuff, you know, that's up to you. Rifle ammo is easy enough to get with the enforcers anyway. I normally do it just for the grenades when I need to lure them out and don't have any myself. I don't know. Like I said, some people are going to like the fact that you can do that, or that I do that on camera. Some people are not. You know, it is what it is. I don't do it very often. I normally just do it the first time I come here, just for some quick grenades like that, and then that's normally about it. But I'll show you there is actually other ones you can actually access as well while we're right here. So if you come over here on this side, you will see that there is this crate right here. If you look in just right, just like that, You can do the same thing here. And I'll actually give you guys a look at the grinder too while we're right here as well. So grenades again, ammo aplenty, as you can see, and another sawed-off shotgun. The grinder is right there. That thing right there is the grinder. So that's going to be the bench that we want the most. You can lean in here, grab yourself a shovel if you forgot yours. You know, again, it's completely up to you guys. However you want to play it is your choice. Again, never going to knock anybody's sort of play style, but you know, again, it's your choice, 100% whatever you want to do. But yeah, there's also other crates out front, but I don't think you can reach them ones if I remember correctly. I'll show you what I'm talking about if we can actually get a little bit of an angle on them quick. Trying to hurry up because of the night zombies coming. So right out here, you can grab yourself more pinion maces. There's mining helmets, as you can see. Here's some more crates for you. If you want to search them, just get the right angle on them. I think there's a zombie actually inside, or is he on the roof? I'm not sure. Uh-oh, he's aggroed onto us. Oh, he's right here, actually. Apparently he's around inside the building. I thought they were inside. Anyway, as I was saying about getting different weapons, you could see right there's the pipe rifle. It's basically a sniper rifle. And again, you know, tons more ammo. So if you guys want to do that again, you can get a little bit of a angle on this one if you do it just right. But again, up to you whether you want to do it or not. This one here we already searched, but there's mining helmets as you can see there. So there's absolutely tons of stuff. I'm actually going to drop a lot of this stuff because obviously, you know, we don't exactly need it all. And we're completely full. This is a great thing. It's like basically, let me actually just show you quick. So it's like a sniper rifle in a way. Short zoom scope though, but it does some pretty good damage. It's up to you if you want to use it. You know, again, you never know what you're going to find in there. We are way overweight. I'm not keeping a lot of this stuff, by the way. I'm going to drop it. But just for the purposes of show and tell, more so than anything. Can we get our scout to come to us? Not yet. Gotta get a little closer, I think, or we might actually have to click into his inventory. One or the other. He might have to click into his inventory. Yeah, gotta click his inventory to get the keys to work. For some reason, that is how that is. Just gotta click into their inventory and, you know, click back out. So you can actually drop some of the stuff off into him for now. There we go. Now you'll see he'll be a bit heavier. He'll be a bit slower now. Actually, he's not doing as bad as I would have thought, but I want to show you the resources required for taking this shelter quick. We might actually end up just taking this one over. I don't think I've ever taken this one because it's a little close to the junkyard, but, you know, might as well. Then we're not in the same exact spot as we always have been. I'm going to end up running home in the dark. It's going to be quite the journey, that is for sure, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm going to drop some of the stuff after we're done here, so we'll be good to go as far as weight concerns. But yeah, like I said, I like to show that you guys can lean in there and get them crates if you want to. I'm sure there's ways to grab the mining helmets and stuff like that from in there too, but I don't know. I guess I'm not that ambitious to try to figure that out. So anyway, 2 car batteries, 6 power tools, 30 recycled metal for this one here. So it's getting more expensive. It's starting to require other materials. Later areas are going to require even more stuff. Let's actually show you the pipe rifle in action here. Boom. Thing's great, but it's single shot, so pick your shots wisely. Because if you don't, then you miss. And body shots, not very effective, as you can see, and headshots, very good. So anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. I'm not getting back in time to get to the scout, so that is what it is. Have to wait another day to do it, but that's okay. We'll be spending the time capturing a shelter and then resetting it up and taking a look at all the benches that we're going to put in it as well. So we're going to be quite busy for the next in-game day with you guys looking at that sort of stuff. So that's what you guys got to look forward to. Big shelter takeover, resetting up the shelter, all sorts of goodies that go with that, new benches and everything that we can make on them. We're also going to take a look at making some new weapons as well, which would be something like the metal bat, the compound bow, that sort of good stuff. And yeah, we'll still take a look more at ammo crafting because I will use a lot of ammo. You know, even though we picked up all that never will last. That will never last. So anyway, that'll do it, guys. I'll catch you guys for the next video.